a real job, I wouldn't be able to do it, do you know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, but you got to have security, see? And I'm like, I have security, mum. I'm okay, honestly. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing all right.
Hopefully one of my kids will look after me when I'm older. That's the fact of security and security.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so good. What about you? How's your week been?
Yeah, good, everything, huh?
You don't,
I'm just tired and exhausted. Okay.
you don't want to come home, or do you?
No, I don't want to come home.
But
yeah, it is what it is, so yeah.
I only know because I spent 6 hours with him on Saturday, didn't I?
Oh yeah, how was it? How was the walk?
Tough. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take the girls. It was just me and my boy. It was. I say it was tough. It was a lot more up and down. I don't know what I expected, Sam, to be honest, right? I think I expected a straight 9-mile walk, right? But obviously you're going up and down and up and down. You're climbing rocks, and obviously the girls wouldn't be able to do it. Riley was really good, but because I didn't have a clue and I wasn't prepared enough, he went in shorts. So he's cut to bits in his legs because of brambles, and he always like fucking 150 quid Nike trainers. And like, what are you doing? He was like, well, it's just a walk. And then about halfway through, he was like, my feet are killing it. There's no padding in them, that's why. They're fucking Skechers. Like, but yeah, it was good.
Why didn't anybody else go?
It was only me from B&I. It was very low numbers. He only had 11. I don't know. He was a bit gutted, I think. He was a bit gutted. Like, they were going to cancel it, but we had a laugh. You know, I think, what did we raised just under 500 quid, I think, me and Riley. The rest, you know, Dan Bigger, the rugby player?
Yeah.
His sister was there. Yeah, well, I've done it. I wouldn't do it again. But I didn't even realise, well, I don't know if you've ever done the walks. It's about 250 fucking steps down to the waterfall. But then there's no way out. So you're going to go 250 steps back up. I was like, fuck me. My legs today are still killing. And I train like 5 days a week. But I won't train legs now for about a week because I'm still walking like I've shit myself.
I don't know if I did the 9 miles, but I did it once, and I was like, yeah, not for me.
Well, it didn't help though. We got 15 minutes in, and they were like, oh, the normal track's closed. We have to find a way through. And I was like, oh. And then it was literally through the fucking brambles, and then waterlogged fucking grass that you sunk in, and then we were climbing fucking farmers' gates and having to run through a field because we didn't know where we were meant to be there. Like, and I don't like sheep. I have a huge fear of sheep. And we went through a fucking 2 fields full of them. And Michael's like, what's wrong with you?
Sheep, you're Welsh.
I'm in a sheep pen for 5 hours on my own. And I couldn't get out. So ever since, and do you know what? It's really bad. Like, I don't understand it because people say, look at the size of you. They don't even, they scared you. Yeah, but when you're in that pen and all you can hear is fucking bar, fucking hell. Like, I was available for 7 hours, and then he got me out. Terrified me. Like, so I'm literally saying to Ryan Lee walking, you need to hold my hand. And he said, what do you mean? I said, I can't go past them. If they come towards me, I'm gonna fucking freeze. So yeah, it was quite funny. So Michael was laughing, and I was like, I know it's funny. I said, but no one told me about any sheep. Like, but it was good. It was a good day. Good day. 6 hours it took us in the end. Yeah, and it was meant to be 9 miles, which is about 14.5k. We did about 17k because of the fucking millions of steps that no one told us about. So let's talk about the photo shoot. So we turned out a Prospect Place because he said we could use all these areas. He didn't have permission for any of them. We were literally sneaking around. So Georgia was mortified, and I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, then awesome kid, but turned up in dirty clothes. So he had paint all over his trousers. So George was like, I can't film it. Because George has got this vision in her head, and I like it, and I want to check with you, of high-end. We're a high-end cleaning company, right? So she was like, if it doesn't look high-end, I don't want to use it. I was like, no, it's fine. We trust you in it. So that was that. We did the bits in the gym. Then we couldn't get into the cafe. We get into the office. We have some good shots, but George was like, we won't use this as your content day. Because I said, no, it's a shit show. I said, I'm really sorry. I said, next time, I said, I'm going to just organise it myself. We should have just went to fucking the Grange pub, or we should have just went to like the Mercure Hotel after B&I and just said to him, can we use this room? Do you know what I mean? So we're going to, that's not only part of our content. When with Mark's brilliant. Really did well. They love us up there, like straight away. They're a bit slow, but you'll understand why Morgan's slow now because he's really young. He's only about 22, 23. So he's like just taking this job, maybe 25. He's just taking this job, but so that's why his replies are quite slow because he didn't reply to tell us we could go there. So I just said to Mark, I'm in the area, I'll meet you there. We're just...
Was it more than it is now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said...
So that's what when I asked the light when they increased the prices.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Because he's young, isn't he?
Yeah,
yeah, so we pay in the arse. But look, when you grow, you have these issues. Some people just can't grow with you. I think what I'll do as well is I'll meet with him this week. I'll have a proper one-to-one, just meet him. We'll sit down and go, look, these are my concerns.
Yeah, and can you say to him, look, when you're with me, you're phenomenal, but then when
yeah, I will.
Like a lion, you're prick.
I said, when I'm with you, you know, everything, I got no complaints, but then you argue or you hide stuff, and I'll have a really deep conversation, and I'll say to him, look, I'm not saying you're on a warning. What I'm saying is you're on my radar, and I feel like I'll say to him, I thought I would have to spend more time with Mark, right? And it's BNI, being around all those fucking people. Yeah. He's automatically leveled up, and I know they're not all like super people, because he said he's not a fan coming to our BNI because he said they're a lot more corporate than his BNI. But even being around them, like he introduced me, I got a call with the AI guy tomorrow, I think it is, or Thursday, because he introduced me to him about integrating our system. So like go high level, integrates with, and I know we're not in a position to do it now, but I want to get this guy's brains, because I think we can probably build it cheaper. But if I can find this stuff out, but Mark's good with all that introduction. And when you go on site to him, the difference is, right, when you go on site with Mark, I'm comfortable because I know the sites are happy with him. He's good. He can answer questions. When I go, and that's why I keep reiterating, just because a customer doesn't complain doesn't mean they're happy. I'm meeting Carrie Ann today.
Yeah, that's really funny. About your day. What are you doing today?
So I'm with you now, and you're going to go through some finance stuff today, right? Are you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Go through the finance stuff for you today, and then I'm going up to Carrie Ann to see her, and then I'm going across to Crumlin because there's 2 social clubs across there that may be interested in taking cleaners on. So I'm going to see them today, and then this afternoon I've got a sales couple of hours in where I'm going to just go back out to some people. I've got the facilities director at DFS that I've got a call with at 5 because they.
You know the woman, the tender thing I sent you.
Yeah.
And I said, I know the CEO on actually, and she's like, I didn't even know we had 10 drivers.
Good morning, or afternoon, I should say, by the time I actually get on you to do this, because I started my day early this morning, up at 5:30. First call at 6 o'clock with the business that I run in America for a bit of an update there on Teams, and then across then to another meeting then with a business that I'm involved in China, manufacturing, which helped the Americans. So it's one. So did that, and then by 7:30 I did 2 calls with check-ins with directors there, and then I was on to a meeting with my CEO. And the woman that runs the facilities company, Sam, so she's in Spain, and we had about an hour and a half on there just going over stuff. So we covered staffing structure, new business structure, because it's evolving all the time. Every time we change something or look at something with the business changes. So staffing structure, business structure, you know, who's right for the business, who's not right for the business, who we need to bring in, you know, how we structure the business as a group. Now, and are we going to look at a group? And we probably are. We're going to look at the Maid to Help group and then have the business underneath them. So a bit like my Apollo group. So yeah, a lot going on at the moment, with a lot of different things in the pipeline, which is really good. So we've got, it's just busy. It's just full on at the moment. Obviously, it's half term as well in the UK. So back here doing stuff in the UK now, and then got a meeting with a client now about taking the rest of her contracts, national contracts, and seeing what we can do with them, and then hopefully get that signed off today. We got 4 new construction clients coming on board, which are fucking just taking us flying, like doing with the facilities company, and I've got obviously clients coming on board. I'm catching up with sales team for another client, which is, you know, trying to get them to hit some targets. His deadline day for that tomorrow, so I'm on top of that constantly at the moment. And then on top of that, then we got the kids got their business that I'm trying to help with as well. So we're back over here because they've got a gig today, gig tomorrow, gig Friday, gig Saturday. So we're gonna spend the week here, Halloween parties, and get that sorted. And obviously Wednesday is tomorrow. Busy. You know, delivered conflict management, great feedback from all the people on the course. My only thing is, right, my only bugbear is people that why do companies put so much paperwork in place that just slows up the teaching element, and then it's so pedantic the work is, and it can all be on one sheet of paper and you've got people signing 10 different sheets of paper. It just don't understand it. So, you know, we subcontract to a someone that sells the training, and it's just so pedantic the way they do stuff, and it just annoys me, to be fair. And, you know, you can take stuff away, so I'm trying to streamline that, but you can't streamline it when people are giving you the work. Do you mean? And that's the issue. So yeah, we've got so much. You know, I'm super busy at the moment, so I'm probably running on about 5 hours sleep, which is not healthy. I'm not glorifying it. It's not good, because something's got to give at some point, because your body can only take so much. But right now, it's needed with how busy we are, and because I'm trying to, you know, a good friend of mine came to see me last week, and he was like, "You're just a workaholic," and you know what? I probably am, but that's what I love. So what I love doing is who I am. It's, you know, it works for me. But I'm trying not to let the amount of time I work hinder family time, because you really realise that kids are only young ones. So family time is so important to me. It's so key for me. So I need to make sure that that is 100% not affected. And then obviously, you know, I'm taking on more and more stuff all the time. So, but you know, you only live once. Actually, you live every day. You only die once, and then you're gone. Someone said that to me once, I don't know who it is. And I love the lifestyle that we lead. I love the lifestyle that we live. I love the lifestyle I give my kids. And people might say they're spoiled, and people might say that they get too much. And I have my own family members say it, but I don't care. That's what I want to do. So, yeah, busy. But I'm just going to get to a client's house now, so a client's office. I'm going to speak with them, and then I've got to try and catch up with some admin before the next meeting, and then the gig tonight. But quickly as well, podcast is coming in November. It's meant to record today, but I've got a new system, a new studio going in, so I'm going to record both sessions for the 2 guests next Tuesday, and then get them out by the Friday. Quick one, and a bit of it's not a rant, but it's a bit of a question, right? Why are we as parents made to feel bad for giving our kids the stuff we didn't have? Does that make sense? So I grew up quite modest. You know, wasn't loads of money around. There was a lot of us. You know, my mum was practically a single mum, because, you know, believe it or not, I got up with 2 dads, and none of them were really any good growing up. You know, I had, you know, what they called the sperm dad, non-existent until I was like 35, so 5 years ago. And then the guy that brought me up was away all the time. So that happened as well. So that's the 2 things there. So my mum was practically single mum, didn't have a lot of money. Been evicted a couple of times, lost houses. You know, so we dealt with the deal that we were given. Do you know what I mean? So and it was a tough one, but it made us who we was. It made me the reason why I went out at 10 years of age and started working on paper rounds, milk rounds, selling scratch cards, betterware. What else we do? I used to do boot sales. In school then I used to sell cigarettes, copy DVDs, CDs, protection, because I was quite handy with my fists. So anybody who's being bullied, they'd come to me, I'd charge them a £5, and then I'd go and do that fight for them. Not proud of it, but probably got me in the security industry, do you know what I mean? But now, obviously, that I've done all right for myself, you know, we're successful business and we're in a good position, but we always seem to get made to feel bad for giving our kids what we didn't have. Like, and I get it sometimes from family members where they'll make me feel shit because I spoil my kids. And don't get me wrong, they're not spoiled in a way that they're bratty, because I wouldn't have it, because I'm also quite pretty strict. Probably less strict on my youngest daughter, but the rest of them I'm pretty strict on them. And they work. My older boy is a plumber, works 2 bar jobs. My younger kids are 13 and 16. They have their own entertainment party events business, so they do that. So they don't not work, and and they don't get money in the house unless they do chores. So, and that's the same with my youngest. She gets money for doing chores. But, if I want to go and take them for a meal, or I want to take them on a holiday, I've been away a couple of times this year, we're going away a couple of times next year, I get made to feel like it's wrong, and I don't understand why that is, because one, it's my money. Two, I just want to have the best memories with my kids, and I work an incredible amount of hours, and they are so understanding, and they are so good with me when I have to work or I'm on my phone a little bit more than I should. And I am better. Years ago, when I was married to them, my older three's mums, I was really bad, but now I get the importance of family time. I don't work a Saturday and Sunday unless I really have to. That's my time with my kids. That's family time. And I try not to work in nights. Like I do the football run, I do the dance run. We play Sunday is family day. We play a game on a Sunday. So I try my best not to do it. But they very understand when I have to, because they understand fully. And I take them to work with me. They sit in on meetings. They come to train. They know what I do, and they're very understanding that if I didn't work as hard as I did, and I didn't work as much as I do, then we wouldn't have the lifestyle we had. And they enjoy the lifestyle. Do you mean? Like, my kid's now got a nickname, my boy, in school, as the rich kid, because he can afford to buy a game on his phone, and he has the new FIFA. But they earn it. But why does society out there make you feel like that if you're doing well, that you're an idiot, or you're shit, or you're spoiled, or you're stuck up? Why can't we be successful and be the same person? Like, I haven't changed. I'm the same person I am when I grew up in a council estate. But society and some family members make me feel like that I should be ashamed to be successful. I work, I'm 40 years of age now. I work incredibly hard to be as successful as I am, because I didn't want the same lifestyle I had. I moved away from the valleys because I didn't want to grow up in the valleys. And there's nothing wrong with the valleys, by the way. I love where I'm from. I love where I'm from. But why am I going to feel guilty for being successful and then pass on to my kids? My kids will never inherit all of what we've earned. They will earn it. They will work for it. But why can't I spoil them? Tell me, guys, do you ever feel that when if you successfully spoil kids, you feel a bit shit? Let me know.
And if you see him, scream for me, please. Can we see him? Can we see the ghost? He's not under there. I was under there. Where's this ghost then? Keep looking. Where? There's nothing there. Scooby, can you see anything over there? No, don't come on the stage. Is he in there? Is he in there? Do you think he's in there? Do you think so? Do you think we can scare him out with a big scream? Okay, after 3, okay, we're going to shout, "Come out, ghost," really loud. Is that okay, Scooby-Doo? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there he is! Right, get him! Chase him! Chase him! Chase him! Bring him back! Bring him back to us! Bring him back to us! Quick, bring him back to me, quick! Oh, we found the ghost! Oh, bring him back to me, bring him back to me. Oh, okay. So, this ghost has been stealing Brookie Bites cookies and brownies all day, and we haven't been able to catch him. And we don't know actually, do you think he's a real ghost? I don't think he's a real ghost. I think he's someone dressed up. Do you think so? Scooby, should we have a look if he's someone dressed up? Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh my God! It's Ryan Lee! Ryan Lee's the ghost. You'll be stealing all those cookies and brownies.